Solo Leveling, Season 2, Episode 3. Starts off with Jin Woo and Jin Ho in the dungeon, right? Kind of what we're used to seeing, right? That was happening in Season 1, where they kind of had a promise to clear 19 dungeons, right? And they did that in this episode. Jin Woo kept his promise to clear 19 dungeons with Jin Ho. A lot of things happened in this episode. A bit more not as serious as the previous two, but still there's a lot of expedition and there's a lot happening here. So they clear the 19 dungeons, they keep the promise. Jinho kind of gets emotional, doing the afterwards, I guess afterwards celebration. So Jinwoo decides to take him in as a younger brother. And then we see Jinho talking to his dad about carrying on the name of their guild, right? And his dad said, okay, you can do it, but you got to get Jinwoo to join, right? So that's the stipulation between Jinho and his dad. The stipulation is he can, be the guild master and do all that for their family guild, but he's got to get Jinwoo. So that's one part that's going on. The next part that's going on is that we see Jinwoo's dad, okay, make an appearance, come out of a dungeon that he's just been in for like ever, right? Speaking English to the best of his ability, right? And then we see the S rank interrogating him, right? The one that wants to kill Jinwoo, interrogating him. Once he finds out that this is Jinwoo's dad, right? Starts to get a little cocky, right? Starts to get a little cocky. We don't see what happens. We just hear that he got ultimately destroyed in an instant, right? Just annihilated. Just completely annihilated. Now, we don't know. Jinwoo's dad is obviously strong, right? We don't know how strong, but he's obviously strong, right? All while this is going on, Jinwoo is back in the castle dungeon, right, where he fought the Cerebus, and ultimately he's doing this for the elixir of life, right, for his mom, because she's in a coma of sorts, right? So, and he's just this castle dungeon is not even a challenge, right? And he realizes that toward like the end, because he got up to floor 75, and he realizes that this is a little too easy, right? He's leveling up, he's collected some items, but it's a little too easy, right? Floor 75, there's only 100. He was able to collect the 10,000 souls, which was a part of the stipulation that you saw for one of the dungeon quests. And he already has 2 items for the elixir of life. 2 items. He only needs 3. He already has 2 items, right? Floor 75 is where he ended. It's only 25 floors left. There's only 100 total. But he ran out of supplies, ran out of food and stuff. So floor 75 is where it ends. And then he's going to go back. We also saw that one of the guild masters is choosing not to make public the fact that these insects from the island extermination a long time ago can fly now, right? They can fly. They don't want to cause panic, so they're deciding not to tell anyone. And that's the gist of this episode. Now, it was good. I enjoyed it. It was kind of a breather from the previous 2, right? Not as serious, but still explaining a lot. My theme from reading the source material to actually seeing this animated is that it's covering a lot of ground, and it's covering a lot of ground really fast. And that's not a bad thing. It's not to say it's doing it bad, but it's covering it really fast, faster than I thought they would be able to. But just covering a lot of ground really, really, really fast. And I wasn't sure how it was gonna play out, when they were doing it because they announced that it's gonna be several arcs in this season. Um, but it seems to be going well. They seem to be explaining everything fairly well, not leaving anything up to assumptions, I guess you could say. Um, so this episode was good. This episode this week was good. Um, like I said, a lot of 3 or 4 things happening at once to kind of showcase, you know, how shit's about to get real, right? It's about to get real, real fast. Um, so I'll give this episode, even though it was a bit more lighthearted than the other ones, I give it like a 9. I still enjoyed it, and it still went by really fast. When you're watching a show and it goes by so fast that it feels like it's only been like 5 or 10 minutes, then you are engaged in it and it's doing its job, right? So let me know what you guys think about this episode. This episode was a bit more light-hearted-ish than the previous ones. A lot of little side things happening. Well, I don't want to say side things because they're kind of entwined in the main story. But there's some good stuff going on. There's some good stuff going on, and it's setting up for some epic fights and some epic storytelling. So let me know what you guys think. That's all I have. Thanks for watching.